Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, just got through with a phone call appointment with my my endocrinologist nurse, diabetes nurse. Oh God, can't really speak today, but we'll get this going. Current sugar is at 8.2. I took a correction, so hopefully it'll come down soon. I also had a correction. As you can see there, insulin and a correction. So we're going to be pretty good. I have 1.625 units of insulin. Had a pretty good day except for now, where I have gone up to 8.4. So we're going current insulin. Sorry, let's get that out. I'm at 93% time in range, 7% above, 93% time in range, 7.8 is the amount. So today, 7. So let's just do the calculations here. Where is it when I want it? There it is. 7 times 15 divided by 60 equals, no, that can't be right. It says 17 hours, but that's not right. So 7 times 15 equals 105 divided by 60 equals, there, that's better. 1 hour and almost 2 hours of being higher than 10 milligrams. So there we go. Today, though, I want to talk to you about my appointment with my diabetic nurse. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, my appointment. It was actually fairly quick and easy. My appointment worked out pretty good. Did not have any real issues. We discussed, am I going higher? And well, the first report kind of looks that way, and I was beginning to think that I may need to take extra insulin or increase my carb ratio, or decrease it. Increase it gives you less insulin, lowers it, gives you more insulin. I think, I don't know. But we decided against it. We did change the breakfast one to give me a little bit more insulin. So that's an awesome thing. I'm still going higher later, and we saw it today where I'm slowly creeping up. So hopefully I can get some insulin soon and start to bring it down. You know, it's so hard to get 100%. I've got a little bit of leeway. It shouldn't last for too much longer. But we decided against giving me more insulin later in the day because I'm not getting the 10s and 14 numbers. They're kind of resting around 11, 10 or 11. So there really isn't a need. So we decided to leave it. Next thing we talked about was my care plan. And I talked to her about last Sunday morning where I had a low blood sugar of 3.3. And the staff here and the medical management, the RCC and the doctor figured that I should not change my sensor until I reach a blood sugar of 8. But they don't realize that the blood sugar sensor will die. You kind of spread all your life you can get out of a sensor. And when it's time to change, you have to change your sensor. You can do a blood sugar. However, I haven't had good luck with that. So we need to be aware of that and deal with that on a pretty regular basis. So we talked about that, and I said I've even had it go and start timing 2 hours. So she talked to me about making sure I can do a blood sugar, but don't send it to the pump, where if you're on the pump and you have a glucometer that automatically sends it to your pump, then that could cause an issue. But definitely, if my sensor time is up, you have to change the sensor. Whether you're at 8, 6, 5, maybe not that low, but like not 2 or anything, you're not going to change your sensor. But you're going to have to go through the 2-hour wait period. And whether you change the sensor or the sensor dies, you're still going to have to go through it. So get through it as quickly as possible, and then we can move on. Sorry, Chief. But I went and they said, okay, we don't do that. And she's in agreement. We talked a bit about how the staff here don't really understand type 1 diabetes. And as such, sometimes these thoughts come into the head. If I was a type 2 and had an issue like this, yes, it could be suitable that you don't give insulin. And the reason for this is because type 2s still produce some of their own insulin. It may not be enough, but it does produce some insulin. And your own body isn't going to send you traditionally into a low blood sugar. I talked about where my blood sugar should be at, when I should treat. Could I do what I call a force treat on my pump? Meaning that I've talked to you a number of times about these blue lines, that those are auto correction. The pink is the bolus, and the pink is basically where your body produces your own insulin if you're a non-diabetic. But because we're type 1, we don't have the feature of a bolus, so it modifies based on our blood sugars. The blue means that's an auto correction. the machine is trying to go there and say, hey, we got to bring your blood sugar down. So that's what it's doing. But we went over numbers. She mentioned that the high number was at 5, so she wasn't too worried about it. I said, well, I thought it was 4. We had a discussion around that. I don't want to be super high. I don't like that feeling. I also don't want to be super low. I don't want to have that feeling of being out of control. I really don't enjoy that whatsoever. But we're doing something right. In the last 24 hours, we got 93% time in range. So, kudos for us. So, where do we go from here? Well, this is going to be a short one today. We increased our our bolus at breakfast. We don't have to wait till my blood sugar is at 8 to change numbers. I can be force pump. The machine will not allow me to give insulin that's going to make me go too low. That's sort of as simple as we came out of our meeting today. We scheduled for 3 weeks from today, and of course, I'll bring you with me. With that, I'm going to call it early. Have a great day, and we'll be talking soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.